Hi my YouTuber friends, it's Scarpunk again with another video, and this video is 5 reasons why you should consider doing alternative living, van life, or whatever, alternative living anyway in general. I did a video the other day for the opposite, same five, but reasons why it's not for certain people. But like I said before, because again, this is my opinion, and I always say this all the time. It's not for everybody. A lot of people are mainstream, and they have to have that rent. Even like homeless people always talk about, I want to get to a house and start paying rent and stuff. Why would you go back after you're homeless all this time, go back to pay your rent and struggle all over again? And even if though you're not working, you're gonna have to be dependent on the government to pay your bills, which is kind of good but not good, because if the grid or anything goes down or the government shuts down, look what Trump's doing on now. Look at what Trump's doing. If things shut down now, you're fucked. You can't pay your bills. You're not getting your money. Your check stopped. Your welfare check stopped. Nah, that's why I said again, it's best to be self-sufficient. But anyway, alternative living gives you that. Anyway, press the notification bell to get the latest videos and stuff. Press like. I hope you like what I tell you. I'm trying to inspire people that there's a better way out there. Again, it's not for everybody, and this is just my opinion. Like I says, you find your own way, but you may like what you like. Okay, like I said before. Anyway, let's get started. 1, freedom. Alternative living, or van life in particularly, gives you more freedom than when you're renting, paying the rent, or paying a mortgage, or in an apartment. People say it's only for the single person. Not true. In England, there's a lot of van dwellers, and you got families who live in a van, and they make it work. It can work if you do it right. So freedom versus comfort. You see, with living in a van or do alternative living, you lose some comfort, but you gain more freedom, and that's what's great about this life. So if you love freedom and you don't mind roughing it out here a little bit here and there, this life is for you. You need to try it. 2, it's cheaper. It's a cheaper way of living, and rather than pay your rent like an apartment, you're paying rent like $1,200-1,300 a month, and you're paying gas and electric bills as well included and stuff like that. And if you move to another place, you gotta show good credit, bad credit. At least doing van life, you don't need good or bad credit. You just get a van, fix it up, and you live in it. But the good thing with this is, like I says, number 2, like I says, you gain. It's cheaper to live, and you get to save a lot more money. And the good thing about this lifestyle too, you get to retire quicker. You have a better chance to retire. And retire, I don't mean sit down in the house all day, or in the van all day, or whatever, or little tiny house, or your class B. I mean retire in the sense you can do one job. You don't have to do, unlike living in an apartment, like a lot of masses do, you don't have to do 2-3 jobs to pay rent. With this life, you can do one job and relax and have more freedom. 3, unlike a lot of places where you live, stable places like a rent building or a house, when you're living in a van, especially van dwelling, if you don't like your neighbors, you don't like where you are, or it's unsafe, you can just go into your living room, go on your steering wheel, and drive off. It gives you that sort of freedom. You can drive anywhere and park anywhere and sleep at night, and wherever you park at night or in the daytime, that's your front room. That's your garden or your front yard. You can see the buildings depending if you're a city dweller or a country dweller. Me, myself, I'm a city dweller. I love the city, so I go to New York a lot and stuff. I'll do a video about that. And that's number 3. If you like, the freedom that you can travel around, you don't have to stay in one place. Like when you rent a place, you got to stay where you are, no matter if you hate the tenants or not. You got to stay there. With the van life, you can move away from your bad neighbors and move on somewhere else. So you got that great as well. If you like doing that, that's for you. 4, with number 4, this is more about jobs. You can quit your job if you want to with this lifestyle. Like you see, when you rent an apartment, back to like I said again earlier, if you rent an apartment or you're paying mortgage, you can't just quit your job. See, like in my case now, because I live in a room and I live at my van as well, do both. See, like I do my job, like at my job here right now, I can take a day off anytime I want to. And there's no consequences because I'm not paying that big rent anymore. So I can take off anytime I want. So I have more freedom to enjoy more of my time. And you can live off live off YouTube and live off your computers, and you can work less. So that's another good thing about van dwelling, you know what I mean, and alternative living. You don't have to burn yourself out and work 3 jobs, 4 jobs. And if you like that, hey, this is definitely for you. You know, if you like the experience, it's great. You'll love it. The last one, 5. That's so crazy. I can't think of 5. I'm thinking about 5, but I can't come up with nothing on 5. You see, I did this rough because I just came out of work. I came in my van here and I'm heating it up. So I'm sitting in the parking lot right now, heating it up. And you know how punk I am. I'm DIY, so I should have thought this out more and wrote it down. But I'm rough like that. When things come to my head, I just put the camera on and start talking, which I'm doing now anyway, gabbling on as usual. So 5. Let me think about this a minute. That's it. I think I got one. That may be part of the other one. 5, savings. You can save a lot more money this way too. This lifestyle, you can save a lot of money. And say like I said with number 2 or 3, when you live in an apartment and paying rent, a lot of people or poor people have to do 2, 3 jobs just to pay rent, and you can't call out because you're going to miss that money to add to your rent money. With this lifestyle, you get to have more money and you get to save more money, which is like my other video before. It's like alternative living is like the new rich. You can be rich doing this, and I don't mean rich like a millionaire type of rich, but you'll have a lot more money saved up. So if you're good with money that way too, and you're good at saving your money, and you want to save a ton of money and live more better, have more freedom like this, this is you. This is for you. Definitely for you. For all the masses who are not into this, it's not for them. But again, it's not for everybody, like I says. But I'm rambling on again because I didn't thought this out properly, but I just did it rough. So forgive me if I sound kind of rough doing a 5. Anyway, with that, let me get started. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go home to my room and have a shower, get ready for work early in the morning. Anyway, I'm out. Laters.